Hey everyone, Jedi64 and welcome back to another video, and today the trailer is finally out. The Mandalorian movie trailer is officially out. And it is actually a good trailer this time. It's not a bad trailer, because the marketing for this movie has been terrible. I mean, the Super Bowl trailer was freaking nothing. I don't know what that was. Either way, I'm pretty excited for this movie, so without further ado, let's begin the breakdown. So, the trailer opens with this beautiful shot of like the X-wings and like the Y-wings flying through like this looks like the shot from The Force Awakens with the TIE fighters flying like away from the sun. It looks really cool and I love how it mirrors that. We then get to see the Razor Crest, and this is a different Razor Crest because if you remember in The Mandalorian season 2, it got destroyed, which means this is a new ship. And I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is this is going to be Zeb's ship, and then Mando just gives him his Naboo starfighter in exchange for the Razor Crest. I have to say, I'm glad that the Razor Crest is back. I have missed it. It is a really cool ship, honestly, so I do like it, because I have the Lego set for both, so I feel like, I don't know, I like the Razor Crest. I also like the yellow markings on it. Some people are probably did not like it, but I actually kind of like it. We then cut to Coruscant, at least I think this is Coruscant, with Mando flying towards the surface. He comes across this Ardinian, the same like creature from Rio, like the creature that was like in like the train heist in the Solo movie. But yeah, Mando's asking him for information, and then the minute he brings up the huts, he's immediately like, "Nope, we're closed. See ya." Which makes me think that where Mando's at, the huts are very powerful, and like either there are two situations: one, the Imperial Remnant is the bad guy, or the huts are the bad guy. We still don't know for certain who the villain of this movie is. Anyway, we then see like I think I don't know. We see a bunch of droids in the background. We see the twins from the Book of Boba Fett series. They're like Jabba the Hutt's cousins, and I don't know what their plan is. All I know is I'm so glad we're seeing more Hutts. We then see some of the Imperial Remnant. Now I don't know if this is the Shadow Council. I don't think it is. I think this is just an Imperial warlord being like, "Hey, long live the Empire! Come give us resources." Just a bunch of wealthy, just corrupt people. And then Mando comes in and is like, "Yeah, well, yeah, give us your deck of cards. We'll take out all your enemies for you." I love the little salute Grogu gives the lieutenant. It's freaking adorable. Yeah, I love how Grogu's kind of like evolved from like being just a baby to like now like an actual character. We see the Mandalorian doing some badass action with his flamethrower, and then he like freaking obliterates the snowtroopers. It's freaking rad as hell. I love it. Oh, I love this little like New Republic like X-wing base. It feels very Top Gun, and I've been like wanting a Top Gun kind of Star Wars movie for a while. So this is cool seeing kind of like a little bit of that. I love seeing the U-wing back. Very excited for that. We then get this character. I forget what her name is off of the top of my head, but she's like, this isn't about revenge. It's about preventing another war, which is the same thing that like Ahsoka said in like the Ahsoka series about trying to like prevent another war in like Thrawn's Return, which makes me lean more towards the Imperial Remnant being the main villain of this movie. But either way, I'm excited to see what her character is. We see Grogu use the Force to like crush a mouse droid, and what's funny about this mouse droid is it has like tires on it, so it can like go over like the rough terrain of like I'm pretty sure this is Hoth because in like the Super Bowl trailer there was like tauntauns and like because like the New Republic wouldn't think to like look for like an Imperial Remnant base on like an old Rebel base. It's like it's kind of like a mind trick. We then get to Nal Hutta. That's the name of the planet that the Hutts are from, and I'm very excited to see more of this planet because it's like I just love world building. And I'm very excited for it. We then see a bunch of droids. At first, I thought they were like Morgan Elsbeth type droids, but no, these are like completely new droids. I think we see a bunch of ships fly out of those little holes on the left. And again, I just look at the scenery. Like, oh, this movie's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. We see the Razor Crest in hyperspace again. I personally am glad the Razor Crest is back. I think it's just awesome. And then this is really exciting. We see Embo, the bounty hunter from the Clone Wars series, with I think his little like wolf dog thing. And if you don't know who Embo is, he is a badass bounty hunter with a Captain America frisbee hat, and he is awesome. We see Din Djarin is captured by the Hutts, and his helmet is removed, which makes me think he no longer is like as like protective of like not removing the helmet, because we know like Mandalorians don't have to have their helmet on. It's just kind of like an honor thing. We see Embo. I don't know if this is Embo talking or if it's the Hutts, but man, Embo looks awesome already. Like his design is badass. It's like it's just straight out of the Clone Wars. And my theory is that Embo is going to kidnap Mando, and then Grogu is gonna have to go on a quest to find him. Anyway, the Hutts are like, we don't make you suffer, then we're gonna make your little kid suffer. And then I love the look Mando's giving him. He's like, if you touch my kid, I will rip your heart out of your spine myself. Like you can just tell he's like a protective father, and I just love it. Also, I'm so glad Pedro Pascal is back because if you did not know, in The Mandalorian season 3, he was unable to be on set for filming. He just did the voiceover. It's why at the end of the series you didn't see him like remove his helmet. But yeah, glad he's back. We see Grogu suit up. He's like, cause like that's where my theory of like he's gonna go get his basically father back. We see the Razor Crest, some cool action. Boom, boom, boom. It's awesome. And again, I think what's gonna happen is Grogu's gonna team up with the Anzellans to go to Nal Hutta to rescue Din Djarin, and then yeah, that's my theory anyway. And then I love this shot here of him holding like a little staff on like the swamp planet because like it makes him look more like he's becoming like Yoda, and I love it. We see him meditating in the swamp. I think this is him like training himself or something. And yeah, we then see him swimming. Din pulls him out of the water, and I think this is them escaping, but I could be wrong. I like seeing Grogu in a new environment though. We then see Rhoda the Hutt, and at least I think that's his name. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but if you don't know who this is Jabba the Hutt's son from the Clone Wars animated movie. This is like such a deep cut, and I love it. And unlike his father, he is like buff as hell. Like he is ready to go down. And man, I am so excited to see this fight because it is to be awesome as hell. And then this is very interesting. We see this guy. He's like a reptilian creature, and he's like, "Are you afraid?" And Grogu's like, "No." And he's like, "You should be." And this sounds a little crazy, but this could be Yoda's master. Like that's a wild theory, and it probably isn't true. But if it is, that is wild. So I'm interested to see who this guy is. So this will be very interesting. But yeah, very interesting. I wonder where this will go. And then we see Din. This is basically the Rancor pit in like I think this is like Rhoda's like palace, and like I would much rather fight a Rancor than whatever this monstrosity is. It is a snake hybrid monster, and I'm like I love that Star Wars is finally getting back into the creatures of the galaxy, and like man, I do not know how Din is gonna get out of the situation because man, that thing is terrifying. We then see Zeb. I'm so glad Zeb is back. He's a character from Rebels, and I'm hoping he reunites with Ezra in this series, but I could be wrong. He's voiced by the same person who voiced him in Star Wars Rebels, and I'm very excited to see more of his character. I feel like there's more they can do with him. I was disappointed he wasn't in the Ahsoka series, but I have a feeling he's going to be in season 2, so I'm very excited. At first I thought this was Tatooine, but then if you look on the right, you can see some grass, which makes me think this is the Rebel base, and like the Imperial Remnant is trying to raid it, and then like their speeder gets blown up, and like this movie's gonna have some awesome action. This will be wild. We see an up close version of Zeb. We did see him in The Mandalorian season 3, and he did look really good, but I feel like the CGI just keeps improving. Like man, it just looks really good. We cut to Din trying to escape, and I think he's trying to rescue somebody, but I could be wrong. Like I don't know who that is behind him, but again, like The Mandalorian is just awesome. I've been like rewatching the series, and like if you have not seen The Mandalorian, I recommend you watch Mando season 1, The Book of Boba Fett, Mando season 2, and then the Ahsoka series to get ready for this movie. Because instead of connect all of that, and that's awesome. We see a Hutt barge crash into a bunch of stuff. There's a big explosion. So again, that's probably them escaping. We then see some of the creatures from the arena escape and raid havoc all over Coruscant. we see a Rhodian baby, and the mother takes him and runs, and then Grogu hijacks the little pod, and Mando and Grogu run through the streets of Coruscant, getting away from the creatures. And the creatures are actually the same creatures that we see on the Hollow Chess game in the Millennium Falcon and New Hope. So I just love like all the little deep cuts references and like just lore building. Like man, this movie is gonna be fire. It's also the first Star Wars movie I will ever see in the movie theater. I wanted to go see Revenge of the Sith in the movie theater, but I didn't find out about the special thing that was going on until like it was too late and it was already out of the movie theater. So snooze, you lose. Oh well. But yeah, that is Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu. Man, I am very excited for this movie. You can expect a review to come out once I go see it, and yeah, it is going to be fire. But yeah, may the force be with you, and have a good one. And I'll see you when the movie comes out. Bye.